Anoop Hoti reporting for MMA Plus at the Muay Thai Grand Prix 5 press conference and weigh-ins. Here with the main man himself, Kieran Keddle. How are you doing?
Very well, quite calm, surprisingly.
Yes, you're looking very relaxed. Experience counts then with these sort of shows.
Yeah, it's a 37th show I've done. So I've experienced all the worst things that can possibly happen. But to be honest with you, I've got a really good team. You know, my partners Phil and Simon, we've all got our roles. And it's, you know, a couple of people are overweight, you know, the usual stuff. Some flights were delayed. There's a couple of changeovers. Like Dan McGowan's opponent's been changed.
Okay. Who's he fighting now?
He's fighting well, I'll tell you what, a tough French dude. You know, the French Muay Thai specialists anyway, you know, it's one of the leading countries in Europe. But unfortunately, for the second time, his opponent, same guy as well. First time was visa issues, and then second time he had a family issue. And he isn't one to pull out, to be fair. So that's life. But anyway, we've got a new guy for him from a strong gym, strong stable as well. He's only young as well. He's only 19. But he'll be looking to take out Dan McGowan, because obviously Dan McGowan's one of the faces of MTGP, and to be fair, one of the faces of the young starlet, also of Muay Thai. So.
From the undercard, is there anyone in particular that you reckon the fans should be, you know, keeping an eye out for the future?
Yeah, you know, Team Chu got some real good youngsters coming through. Colin Chu, you got Saj Imran as well. I've got Jamie McGuigan. There's been a good domestic fight between two girls, Zara Day, and her opponent as well, Kelly. I think they've done something like 150 tickets between them, would you believe? And they're literally, you know, they're biting at the teeth to get on a big show like this. And it just proves that it's a strange thing, because if we put that show on anywhere else domestically, probably wouldn't get the big crowd or draw. But fighting at MTGP and fighting at the O2 just adds an extra element, and I think everyone's going to bring their A game tomorrow.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's a heavily stacked card. How many fights are there overall?
In all, there's 24. So yeah, it's a big, huge card. But what we try and do is we do a main card of about 10 fights. That's going to go on live stream. And then the undercard, we try and bring up all the young talents. We try and do it even through our contender series as well, and bring them right through. But, you know, that's what it's about. You can't just put everyone the big name. You need an undercard. It's going to be our future as well. And then you need like the next talent, and then our main card as well, the established team. Even some of them are young, you know, talked about earlier, Dan McGowan, Evan Jade, 17 last week, you know, and he's a super talent. He's had 90 fights under his belt already. And he's on the main card against a 26-year-old. So this is a big test for him.
Massive test. With your contender series, your contender show, that was obviously a speeder show for future talent.
Yep.
Tell us more. How many events have happened so far, and how many more left a year?
Well, we've only done one contender last year. We're going to do probably 2 a year, and they're going to be feeder shows for MTGP. We're going to look at, even if you don't win this actual series or the tournaments that are going on, we're going to see who's good, who's decent, and who we can use on MTGP. You know, because it's hard. Sometimes in one weight division, you're having 5-6 fights in one night. So we appreciate, you know, you're going to carry injuries sometimes. So, yeah, the contender series, the next one's on July the 16th and 17th. That's at the Senai, or Strength show. Yeah. With Bellator as the main card. You've got Ronin the next day. You've got us. Everything's going on that weekend at the O2. So I think we've got already about 220 entrants. We're going to look for about 400. That includes the juniors. We've got the juniors the day after. So we're going all the way up from like 5 years old, and we're even doing a Veterans League. So anyone that's got any skill, talent, who wants to enter, fancies their chances, you know, enter on contender, and you never know, might get on the MTGP.
Definitely. So future talent out there, this is the man to impress. Keep working hard. And obviously the actual main event tomorrow between a pair of legends, it's fair to say. Obviously we've got from Australia John Wayne Parr, and from Greece Pavlos Kaponis. How did that hookup come along?
Well, John Wayne Parr is, I mean, you go to Thailand, in fact, don't worry about Thailand, you go anywhere in the world and you say Muay Thai, one of the words that will come up would be John Wayne Parr. You know, he's been there, he's done it, he's fought in all the big shows around Europe as well, and obviously over in Lion fight, you know, last year. He's fought in all the big shows in Thailand, the stadiums, all the big domestic fights as well in Australia. So we wanted a big name, and every show we're going to try and bring over a big name. Yes, people can say he's older, you know, he's 40 years old recently, but at the end of the day, he draws a big crowd. He brings a big audience. We're doing seminars with him as well. The guy's still got a lot of power. So he's still going to be bringing a lot to the table. And, you know, it does bring attention to our brand. And I'm going to be honest with you, John Wayne Parr's the easiest person to deal with. It was literally one message. He said yes, agreed the date, agreed the terms. Within literally 30 minutes, it was done. That's how easy it is to deal with. It's just been there and done it, and he's no drama queen or anything like that. It's just easy to deal with.
Yeah, I can verify that because it was literally one message for me to get hold of John Wayne Parr on my podcast. And unlike a lot of other fighters out there, he actually got back to me straight away and it was done in literally 2 minutes.
Absolutely, it's a superstar, let's put it that way. But I'm not going to take anything away from Caponis, because people are saying, it's all about John Wayne Parr, blah, 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 blah. But don't miss Caponis out, because Caponis is a danger man still. He's basically a Greek legend. He's in great shape. He's fought a lot of Thais, fought big shows over in Hong Kong and Asia as well. And he's been more active than John Wayne Parr as well. And that could be the key tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, he certainly is very explosive. And just watching his training footage in preparation for this fight, he looks so alive. And talking to before you, he's like, I've got this. I'm going to win this. I'm feeling good. So he's definitely a real threat.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're an underdog, he's got nothing to lose. He's fighting a legend, it's a Muay Thai legend. So he's got nothing to lose. So you never know. It could be upset tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's. I think the matchups are very even, especially the main fight itself. On the word of, you mentioned Lion fight. I noticed a familiar face here.
Yeah.
From my Instagram timeline. Scott Kent.
Yes.
Please explain more.
Well, MTGP and Lion Fight have got a deal where we basically have an exchange of fighters. There's a little bit more to that as well. We're going to be talking about a television crossover deal as well, but we need to put more shows under our belts at the moment. We've only done 3 in England already, and obviously 1 in Greece. We're trying to filter out maybe another 10 shows, and then we're going to start doing shows together as such, which will be a proper Grand Prix, which will be some of America's best, some of Europe's best, with a big final in Las Vegas. That's the actual plan. And at the moment, it's getting there. We're getting there, but we just need to put more shows on. We need to get a little bit more library footage as well. We've got 56 guys signed to us. That's a lot. Obviously, a lot of them are Team Chew in my gym. So there's a lot, but I think with us two together, Lion Fight being a huge show, they're getting audiences of 900,000 to 1 million TV viewers on some shows, and they do 10 a year as well. And of course, we do a crossover of fighters. So obviously, John Wayne Parr was fought before on the show. We've had Victor Savario over before. On the last one, fought Dan McGowan. The next show, we've got Paul Barber and Annabelle Gully fighting on the next Lion fight. So there's always exchanging fighters, and he will come to me and we'll give an honest opinion. So if he comes to us and says we need an opponent for this guy, we'll make sure European-wise that we match him properly, and vice versa. We'll come to Scott and say, listen, Scott, we need a guy this way. Can you match him? He has Lion Fight signed fighters as well. So we're collaborating in many, many ways.
No, it's excellent to see that there is a collaboration across the pond, as they would say. And I think it's going forward, it can only do the sport a world of good. Teamwork is what makes everything work for everyone.
Absolutely.
We're all stakeholders. So definitely a very bright future ahead for both the Muay Thai Grand Prix and with Lion Fight as well. So there's great things ahead, definitely.
Absolutely. I said we've got loads of things going on, other collaborations. We're going to be going into Europe as well. We're talking to other countries about pushing the brand out. We're trying to push for maybe 10 to 12 shows next year.
Awesome. Which countries in particular are on top of your shortlist?
Eastern Europe, which will be Estonia. We're looking into France, Sweden, the possibility of Italy as well. So we're talking to all different countries at the moment. Nothing's signed yet, but these are just things that we're talking to and what we're trying to do next. And we're trying to keep fighters active, and that's the important thing. When I used to fight, I used to just literally try and stay active fitness-wise in the gym, but sometimes I couldn't get the fights. Nowadays, with exposure of social media, but if we have like Lion Fight and us two together, we could be possibly having 20 to 25 shows a year. So that will offer a fighter a lot of opportunity to fight. And that's all it's about. It could be about people saying they want paydays and they want, fight this person, that person. But if you can guarantee someone 4 or 5 fights, maybe 6 fights a year, all around Europe and America, it's a dream. And that's the dream I would have had when I was younger. And now I'm trying to, with the team, push it out and give it a good go.
Definitely, it sounds awesome. Yeah. Sounds really good. Yeah. And we'll definitely catch up after the fight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so thank you for your time. It's been awesome hearing from you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.